We're likely to experience an El Nino summer based on the latest long-range forecasts. Local weatherman Dave Stewart of Raineffects is here to tell us what that means. Good evening, Dave.
Good evening.
What is El Nino?
It's a change in weather patterns, and it's caused by water being warmer than usual off the west coast of South America, and it's a massive area. And because it's warmer than usual, it upsets the weather patterns that are normally there, like the trade winds and so on, and has an impact on the weather, I think, throughout the globe. And until that pool of warm water goes away, it continues to upset the weather patterns.
How will it likely affect us here in Dunedin?
Well, an El Nino normally brings us a lot more westerly quarter winds, that's northwest to southwest. We've seen in the past that an El Nino can bring quite a lot of rain to Southland, even to south of Otago. Depending on which El Nino turns up, it could be colder and wetter in Dunedin than usual. It's more likely to be drier and warmer, and we could end up with droughts.
What is the rest of our spring expected to be like? It hasn't been too flash so far, to be fair.
Oh, I didn't think it was all that bad. I think from what we're looking at now, it looks like the westerly wind pattern, which we'd normally have anyway in October, September, October, November, is really starting to kick in now. And we are likely to see that, and that may well be the pattern right through summer as well. More westerly winds, a lot of rain on the west coast, a lot of rain in Southland. Good for the hydro lakes, although the hydro lakes are pretty full anyway, apart from Lake Hawea. But the other hydro lakes are reasonably full. So there'll be plenty of water going in there. We should see some floods in those rivers. The negative side, of course, with all the rain is that it's colder, wetter, harder to grow grass. On our side of the Southern Alps, we should see dry conditions, often windy, and we could see the rivers get very low, and we could see drought conditions affecting farmers by sort of February, March.
When was the last time we had a strong El Nino?
Well, the strongest one was in 1997-98, and I think that's when we recorded the highest temperatures that have ever been recorded here. And it extended right into March before it started to ease, but it caused major problems, and one of the local problems, as opposed to Dunedin, Palmerston Township almost ran out of water. They were within 1 day of commandeering a train from Oamaru and bringing water down by train. That was how close it was. So, and it's never been that low before. It's never been that low since.
Was this winter that we've just had considered to be harsh?
I didn't think it was harsh. The first few months it was strange because we had, what, seven? At least 7, maybe 8 bursts of snow that created some havoc. But then we had warmer conditions. So when the cold hit, it was colder than usual, and when the intervening after the rain, it was actually warmer than usual. So the average temperatures worked out at about average for each month, except August, and then it was colder. It was a colder month by about 1 degree. But I don't think it's particularly harsh winter.
Well, I do. Any snow and sou'westers one after the other, that's harsh, Dave.
We had more snow events, but then we had warmer conditions in between. And I was the person who was on record as saying we could get 7 or 8, and we got very close to it.
You won the jackpot.
It was a pure guess.
You shouldn't let that secret out about weather forecasting, Dave.
Most of it's guesswork.
Dave Stewart from Raineffects, you heard that here first. Thank you so much for your time.